and I can now repair this place here. Okay, that's the one that he damaged. The other one that he damaged is this one here. This is why I wasn't too worried about him coming through. Well, I didn't like it, but I wasn't too worried. Okay. So I've repaired all of those. These ships now are fairly redundant, but I do want to keep an eye on his ports. So anybody that I've got around here that can spy on him in the ports, that's what I'm going to do. I did lose a spy, didn't I? Or should I call him a rake? But, I want to be able to keep an eye on his ports and see what he's doing. Now that one's his, and that one is his. If I move my rake to around about there, that should help me keep an eye on him. If he builds up a large army again, which he did do before, and then puts it on a fleet in order to send it over to the Americas again, then I should be able to see it because I've got my rake in the right place. I don't think I've got any other rakes in India, have I? Let's have a quick look around just to see what else we've got around here. Can't see. Oh, that's wrecked as well, isn't it? I forgot all about that. Right, okay, yes, we'll repair that one. Oh, there's another one here. God, they do so much damage, don't they? These just one or two brigands in your area, you know. It's right that it happens, of course it is. I shouldn't moan and complain, but yeah, it is a damn nuisance, it really is. Right, okay, so we're improving that port. We should be able to get our trade back now in there. He's out of my territories. And I have complete access to all of his. So that's India sorted out. How on earth I get New York, I really don't know. Now, let's get our ships together. It's a waste of time having all of these now just straggling out all over the place. Let's get them all together again. They've done their job. If we put them in a fairly central area so that they can be useful to us if anything comes up and attacks us, I think we'll have them in this port here for now. I have another one round the other side here. Here it is. Yep, we'll have this one as well. What is that? A brig and a sloop. Well, I'll put that over there to join them. So I've got a nice little fleet back in the Indian Ocean where I had it before, before we got these blooming Marathas coming attacking us and causing us problems. Everything seems to be back to normal, except that we now control at least the southern parts of India and maybe all of India. Now, one thing I can do actually with these shots is I can replenish these. I don't know if it's going to help with settling this population or not. Let's just sort those out. It's taken us down a little bit, but might help us, especially if something goes to that port. I'd like to take something out of there to look after that port. In fact, there's another spy and I don't need him there. I could do with him perhaps here. That would be good, wouldn't it? So if he ever does build this port, we'll be in a position then to be able to see exactly what he's doing. So we can keep an eye on him, basically. That's the thing. I mean, I can even move troops and stand them next to all his cities now if I like. Now let's have a look at all those ships that we've got in Europe and see what they're doing. Right. Ah. Well, they're not done yet. I thought that I'd have new ships over there by now, but they're not quite created. In fact, they've got 2 moves left before they're actually created, 2 turns left. I thought I was a bit more advanced than that, but obviously not. Might be worth me getting some more ships in Europe. I've got a bit of money to spend, haven't I? I really don't know. He's got a very, very superior fleet for Spain. I just don't think I'm going to be able to tackle it at all. What's my income for next turn? 9,191. I really don't know if I can. In fact, I can't really afford much. 5th rate is the only thing I can afford, I think, in there. 5th rate or a Floyd. Okay, let's have a 5th rate as well. We'll add that to it. add that to my fleet and see what we can do with that. I think he's moved his Spanish fleet away from here because that British fleet is around. You know, it's a large British fleet, isn't it? I'm going to have a look at the regions as well, just to see who we're taxing and who we're not taxing. If there is anybody we can tax, I'm going to make sure that we do. Just looking around here for the noughts, you see. Right. Hispaniola we looked at. Of course that's on noughts. Nothing else is on noughts, so I'm going to tax everything if I can. I'm aware there's a tech that I haven't got at the moment. There's one that, or rather there's a university or school rather that isn't getting anything. I'm going to go for carronades. I know I said I don't want that before, but it leads to rifled cannon, and I'd like the rifled cannon for my new ships that I've got. You know, my wonderful new navy that's on its way. Okay, the Spanish question. Big threat from his navy. I'm not going to be able to have mine ready in time, so what I'm going to do is do whatever I can to take the Spanish out as quickly as possible. Take Lombardy first. He's been very kind to me on auto resolves, so I'm going to go for auto resolve. 54 lost. Yes, we'll accept that. Right, okay. Bring them out of there, wherever they are. Here we are. Bring them out of there. Put them back into here. And I'm going to offer that place, Lombardy, over to here, to the Genoese. They're a neighbour of mine. I want to try and keep them sweet. They're not very sweet on me at the moment, I'm afraid, but they're not too bad. So let's have a go with the Genoese, wherever they are. Here we go. I've got nothing that I want from them. They've got no techs or anything like that, so I'm simply going to give them the region and hope they're happy with it. Where are we? There's Lombardy. Shows it on there as well, of course. And accept that and see if they're happy with that. I'm sure they will be. Can't see any reason why they wouldn't want a region that's right next door to where they are. Most satisfactory day to you. So they're more than happy, of course. That's great news. Right, okay. Now the next thing I'd like to do is be able to attack the Spanish in their only other place. And my friend, one of our subscribers, who's so desperate to see the Spanish completely wiped out in favour of the Dutch, I hope will get his way. So if I take these here, perhaps those 4, that ought to be enough to do it, I would hope. I've had a look over at Naples. It's bankrupt. He can't afford to rebuild his ports. He's got nothing. How on earth he's managed to keep that army going, I just don't know. That navy going, sorry, I really don't know. It's a nonsense. No one else would be able to. We'd be out of the game by now. Yeah. But the AI is very kind to itself sometimes, I'm afraid. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is take this fleet here, come on, all the way over to here. There's another reason for doing this as well, by the way. This fleet is a red herring. I'm hoping that that he'll follow it, that he'll follow the fleet to attack this, or the ship rather, to attack this, and then not blockade Marseille. He can knock out a heck of a lot. You've seen what happens when Marseille gets blocked anyway, haven't you? Let me just speed this up. Somebody said, is it Bingo Folly said to me that speeds it up, didn't he? So why isn't it doing? I don't know. Is it because I haven't asked it to go anywhere yet? I'm not too sure. Let's try again. Yep. Right, let's see if I can get the troops off here. Not going to be able to attack him this turn, of course. That's the way it has to be. So that's the turn end for the summer of 1748, and I hope to take that next turn. Just get rid of that. Region captured. And that should, all things being well, be Spain completely wiped out of the game. Well, looks like Spain are going for the bait and they're leaving Marseille alone. The Marathas look as though they're consolidating and producing a Dow. I think we can accept a siege from the Bavarians. And here we are in the summer of 1748.